the arm or the knee first, Terry. I think that's really relevant. If it's a knee, I think he's unlucky. If it's the arm, then it's a penalty. But regardless of that, to get the 2 goals, bring Roma right back into it. They'll be confident if they can get that early goal, and their crowd, who are fantastic as well, behind them. It's going to be a tough night for Liverpool.
They've seen off Barcelona, they've seen off Chelsea, they've seen off Atletico Madrid at home. It gives them hope, and I thought it was awful defending, as you said, from Lovren. All of a sudden, it gives them a chance now, and I don't think they get the second goal unless they score that first one, because all of a sudden, they galvanized them, and they thought, right, we're back in it if we can get it close for that home leg.
Is there any criticism towards Jurgen Klopp for the fact he brought Mo Salah off when he did, and then maybe opened the door slightly for Roma to get back in, Terry?
I don't think so. I think at 5-0, you're resting your star player. I think it was the right thing to bring him off, protect him. You've still got games ahead this season. So I think it was the right move. I think it was a combination of a Roma change in formation, poor defending from Lovren, lack of concentration getting caught underneath it. Yes, it was a good ball from Nainggolan. And I think the fact that Liverpool play at an incredible tempo, they do tire a little bit in that last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Terry. It's a high intensity that means that one of the forwards have to come off, and I think Jurgen Klopp deciding that it was Salah was not a strange decision for me. Yes, he was on a hat-trick, so was Firmino. It has to bring one of them off. He brings Danny Ings off for that pressure, and obviously in hindsight it looks like a bad decision, but I think it was his defence that was really disappointing in that last few minutes. Got too deep, far too deep, and then they allowed balls into Dzeko, which is something that he loves, to get it into his body, and that he peels for the goal. And you could see one point, I think it was maybe for the penalty, Henderson and Milner absolutely berating Van Dijk and Lovren for how deep they were. They were running around, putting so much work throughout the game. Once the defence gets deep, then space occurs.
You have to be connected all time between your midfielders and defenders.
Let's get back to Anfield and get some reaction. Jordan Henderson, the Liverpool captain, was back in the lineup today after suspension, and we'll hear from Virgil van Dijk as well.
Well, Virgil, is there a sense of satisfaction or frustration?
Personally, no, I think frustration. I think it was a fantastic evening. 5 good goals, a lot of passion, a lot of, good play at times against a very good Roma, but to concede 2 goals in the last 15 minutes is that stays in my mind right now. Obviously, it's a good result to take with us to Rome, but to concede 2 like that is frustrating.
What went missing?
When the 2 goals? Well, it can't happen. You know what I mean? Like I think we were a bit. I don't know what happened. Obviously, we know that Roma have a lot of quality, but yeah, we need to do better. But what I said, we have a 5-2 lead to take with us to Rome, and it's going to be very tough. We know that, but we will be ready.
Well, one thing that did go missing was Mo Salah. He gets taken off, and the 2 goals are scored. Did that shift the dynamic a bit, Mo going off?
I don't think so, to be fair. They play with more attacking style second half, I think, to our strikers, more direct. So it's just the way they play, but I think we need to do better. But to get 5-2 here is not a bad position to take with us to Rome.
And where do you place Mo tonight? 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, we're talking about the PFA Player of the Year, but we're talking about a potential World Player of the Year, aren't we, on this sort of form?
Yeah, I said it. I think a couple of weeks ago that right now I think we have one of the best striking force with those 3 up front, and the numbers don't lie. And I'm very happy to play together with them.
And how would you describe the atmosphere tonight and what it gave the players? Again, a new level?
Yes, it's amazing, and gives you the extra to keep going. And even in the end, when it's hard to keep going, they push us, and it's fantastic to play for them fans.
Thank you, Virgil.
For 80 minutes, it was a superb Liverpool performance. Conceding those 2 late goals, does that take the shine off the display tonight a little bit for you?
Possibly, yeah. We'll be disappointed. We obviously conceded the 2 goals. I felt one of them was really harsh in the penalty with his hands by. I felt as though it was down the side. Obviously, you'll know better looking at after replay. Yeah, so I felt that was harsh. But we're for 10 minutes, yeah, we didn't play as well, and yeah, we got punished really. But overall, I think you've got to take that result to go over there, and we've got to put on a good performance, which we knew we would. It'll never be easy in the Champions League, especially in the semis. So tough place to go, but we need to be ready and focused on what the job is.
It's the second game in a row you've conceded 2 late goals, gone back into the Premier League against West Brom. Is there something you can pinpoint yourself that's gone wrong, or is it a case of just being better collectively?
Well, yeah, you're right. I think it's happened in the last couple of games, so that can't happen. Especially, like I say, in the Champions League and in the Premier League, it can't happen. Whether it's a concentration thing or not, I don't know. But we need to be concentrated for the full 90 minutes, otherwise you get punished like we did tonight in the last 10 minutes. So away there, you can't do that. You've got to be focused for the full 90 minutes, and hopefully we can be next week.
And Rome showed in the last round they can come back, particularly in home matches. What is the game plan and going into that game for Liverpool next week?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure yet. Obviously, we've got another game in the Premier League, but yeah, we'll have to look back on what we need to do better, what we can improve on, also what we've done well, what hurt them, and then we need to take that into next week. But we've got a while yet before that game.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Not often you score 5 goals at home in a Champions League semi-final match, and it seems as if there's a little bit of frustration there and that those players are down afterwards.
Yeah, it's too bad. It was an incredible performance, and I think the two goals left a bitter taste in both their mouths. But I think we also saw a preview to what we're going to see in the second leg. We saw what Roma wanted all game in that last 10 minutes when they scored, and how they're going to attack and approach the second leg, Steve.
Yeah, you can see how disappointed both players were. I think for different reasons. I think Henderson was disappointed because of the work rate he had put in. Van Dijk for allowing his defence to drop to create that space for Roma to work in. But it sets up the second leg just lovely, Terry. Roma are going to come out really fast, really up for it, really energetic. They know that they can beat some of the best teams in the world after that win against Barcelona. So it's going to be absolutely intriguing. If they get that early goal, then pressure's right on Liverpool to hopefully score an away goal for them.
Only 3 times in Champions League history has a side overturned a first goal deficit of 3 goals or more. And the last time to do it, it was Roma in the last round against Barcelona. Tomorrow we have Bayern Munich against Real Madrid for you in the second Champions League semi.